How's it going, peeps? Pro Pliny here, and today there is more news to talk about. I logged into my Pokemon Go account this morning actually and noticed that the CP from a lot of my Pokemon has changed, and I'm going, what the hell has happened here? My Gyarados is stronger. I've got an Aerodactyl over 2000 CP. Rhydon is in like my top 6. Arcanine is like out of my top 6. I don't know what's going on here. Like Lapras is there, Snorlax is there. Actually, Snorlax has gained a bit of CP. But yeah, turns out Niantic have tinkered and rebalanced the game. Interesting. Now, before we get into more of that, I've got my laptop here. I'm on Niantic's website. A celebration to say thank you. So if we take a look, trainers, it has been an incredible experience since we launched Pokemon Go a few short months ago in July. Has it really been that long? That's crazy. Nonetheless, they are humbled that hundreds of millions of you around the world have joined us on this journey, so they'd like to say thanks. And what better way to say thank you than to celebrate our community? Where are they going with this? So starting November 23rd and going through to the 30th, we will double the amount of XP and Stardust you receive when completing in-game actions. So for the Halloween update, it was double candy. Now it's double XP and double Stardust, which is something that I really want, and I will be taking advantage of this update for sure. So expect a video or two on that. I mean, if you use a lucky egg, you're talking like 4 times the XP. That's insane. And then there's their announcement about the adjustments to the combat power of various Pokemon. Trainers, we have made adjustments to the CP of various Pokemon. Some Pokemon such as Alakazam, who was originally really weak in Pokemon Go, and I'm not sure why. And Rhydon and Gengar will have their CP increased. Others will have their CP lowered. But I'm going to be showing you a list of changes as well as my Pokemon, and you'll see that it's not just Alakazam, Rhydon and Gengar. I know they're just examples, but they have literally flipped the tables here on almost everything. These changes will allow a more balanced and competitive battling and training experience in gyms. So Dragonite, Lapras and Snorlax, watch out for Rhydon, and Golem, and Gengar, and Alakazam, and a lot of other Pokemon actually. It's crazy. I'm still adjusting to it, like ever since the game came out. You know, I haven't really bothered with them. I'm kind of glad that I kept these Pokemon though. I know a lot of people that have gone, they're useless, scrap them, and they've just stocked up on their Dragonite, Snorlax, Lapras, Gyarados even. And yeah, here we are. We will continue to adjust the CP going forward to improve the game balance when necessary. So this probably ain't the first time that they're going to adjust it, and this is to keep the game balanced. And yeah, I hear that. I think that's a good thing, but it is sucky at the same time. Like, honestly, Pinsir, I've bashed him before, and now he's over 2000 CP. And Golem I never use, Rhydon I never use. And like, I was like, what am I going to do with all these Gengar thanks to the Halloween update? And well, now they're actually tanks. It's crazy. Alright, so here we've got a list of the max CP that Pokemon can get now. I'm going to mention a few standout titles. You can see here that most of them have been nerfed, but also a lot have been buffed. Beedrill, max CP is now 1777. Sandshrew, 1194 CP, and Sandslash can hit over 2000 CP. That's crazy. Nidoking, Nidoqueen, they've been nerfed. Kind of sucks because I actually used a lot of Stardust to power my Nidoking up. I was trying to get him over 2000 CP, and now they've lowered him. But whatever. I think for me personally, what they've taken away, they've most certainly given back with other Pokemon. I mean, I was pushing it to get my Pokemon over 2400 CP, and today I wake up with like a stack of them over 2000 CP. It's crazy. Scrolling down, we got a stack of nerfed ones. Venomoth has been buffed, 1900 CP. Dugtrio, 1300 CP. Nerfed. Primate's been buffed. You can now get him to 2105 CP. That's insane. Arcanine has been nerfed. An absolute major one, Abra, 1148 CP, Kadabra 1859 CP, and Alakazam, which you can now get to 2887 CP, which is crazy because my original Alakazam was like 900 CP, and I remember saying in a video that he's just a waste, like he's just there to fill up the Pokédex. Now he's peaking to 3000 CP, it's crazy. Machamp, he's been buffed. Kind of glad about that. I really like Machamp. Tentacruel buffed, 2374 CP. That's awesome. Golem at 2916 CP. Like, these guys are tanked now. It's ridiculous. Magneton can be 2237 CP. What the hell? Dodrio's been buffed to over 2000 CP. It's interesting that they've buffed Gengar considering the mass amount of Gengar that spawned during Halloween. Kind of interesting. Same with Ghastly and Haunter, like they've buffed them up. It's ridiculous. Kingler, 2694 CP, like what is going on? The buffed Electrode, Execute, they've nerfed Executor. Funny that. Rhydon, 3300 CP. Chansey, another one that had a really high max HP. Chansey can now be a max of 1469 CP. She's been buffed like crazy. Tangler buffed as well. Might have to power mine up eventually. Kangaskhan is being buffed. 2463 CP. That's crazy. I've really liked my Kangaskhan collection, so I'm hoping to get a tank Kanga. That'd be nice. Blah, 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 blah. Scyther can now be 2400 CP. Jinx, I freaking hated Jinx, but now Jinx can be 2512 max CP. That's crazy. Magmar's been nerfed a bit. Pinsir, a Pokemon that I've despised and literally got sick of, is now freaking up there, like wicked stuff. They've nerfed Magikarp and they've buffed Gyarados. That's what I like to see. Lapras hasn't changed. Good. I like my Lapras the way they are, thank you. Ditto's been nerfed. Ah, damn, what a pity. When are they gonna... When's Ditto gonna be in the game? I mean, it is technically in the game, but they haven't made it available. Give us Ditto. Vaporeon's been buffed, over 3000 CP. Flareon's been buffed, Porygon's been nerfed, blah blah blah. Omastar can hit 2685 CP. This is crazy, you know, I'm speechless. Aerodactyl, 2608 CP. I'm glad that I took care of my Aerodactyl and powered him up because now he's actually useful. Whereas originally I was just doing it because I liked Aero, you know. Close one. Dragonite is been buffed a little bit, 3581 CP. Mewtwo's been buffed and Mew's been nerfed. Damn. But yeah, that's insane. Some of those details right there is just mind-blowing. I can't believe they've done this. I personally think it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I'll show you my Pokemon now. We'll have a close look. Alright, so we got my Gyarados at 2600 CP. My Snorlax has been pimped out a little bit. He's at nearly 2500 CP. Lapras unchanged. We got a freaking Rhydon. And this Rhydon has a little bit more potential. Then I can level up and give it a bit more potential. But god damn, Rhydon is like crazy. What a mental Pokemon. I'm glad I didn't get rid of mine. We do have an Arcanine here in my top 6. I take that back. But you know, this Arcanine used to be my strongest Pokemon. So they've knocked him down a little bit, and obviously there are no other Arcanines on the screen right now. Insane. Executor is alright there. We got a Machamp. Loving that, 2107 CP. We got another Rhydon. We got an Aero, my beautiful Aero, which is tanked out at the moment till I level up. But he's beautiful. Loving him. Golem. Again, over 2000 CP, never thought I'd see the day, and he's got so much more potential, so that's sick. Here are all my other Rhydon lurk, literally over 2000 CP, and a Pinsir at 2008 CP. He's got more potential, I just need more Stardust. This guy is a beast. I take back everything I said about you, man. I love you now. Scrolling down, we've got my Kangaskhan. He's maxed out at the moment. I'm going to try and get him over 2000 CP and continue catching Kangas because I really want a beautifully, incredibly strong Kangaskhan. That would be nice. But yeah, he's looking good so far. Very happy with that. We got Jolteon, we got more Rhydon, literally, and Gengar. And I've got so much Ghastly Candy at the moment that I don't even know what to do with it. So there's that. I can push Gengar to 2000 CP easy. What a great Pokemon to have thanks to Halloween update. Vaporeon's up there, you know. Vaporeon's got a lot of potential. I can squeeze her over 2000 CP eventually. Gotta love that. My Nidoking, he's a little weaker. He used to be high up in my top Pokemon list, but now he's not. We got more Golem, Gengars, Machamps and Golems. I said Golems, or Gengars, Golems, they're everywhere now. Scrolling down, we got a Kingler here, and yes, he has the potential to be over 2000 CP easy. Scrolling down, we got more. We got a Slowbro. What's he like? I could probably squeeze him to 1800. Again, you gotta love that. We're now giving love to all these ignored Pokemon to use in gyms. It's so good. Here are all my Arcanine reside. We got some more Arrows, Golems, Gengars. We got a Jinx. I could squeeze her to about 1800 CP. Never thought I'd see the day. Jeez. Stronger than my Snorlax, like what the hell? What are you doing, Jinx? We got a Sandslash with so much more potential. Again, another Pokemon I never bothered with. But now, you know, like, he's pretty good. I'd use him in the gym, especially if I ran out of potions and revives and he was all I had left. Okay, I narrowed that down a little bit, but you know what I mean. As we continue down, we've got, whoa, oh my gosh. I haven't even checked this far, but my Hitmonlee's at like 1500 CP. That's so cool. It did say on here actually, I don't even think I noticed. Hitmonlee can be 2406 CP and Hitmonchan can be just over 2000 CP. That's crazy. I'm so glad I kept all my Hitmonlees and my Hitmonchans because like I've got him here somewhere. And again, you know, he's now at 1400 CP and his potential with the candy that I have and the lack of Stardust, you know, I need more Stardust. I could make him over 2000 CP easy. He is beautiful. Like I take back everything I said about him. That's crazy. Anyway, you sort of get the gist. These guys are kind of irrelevant. I mean, my Tangler with 100% max IV. I don't know if that's all changed now actually because all the stats are different, but whatever. You know, I could probably get him to 1500. That'd be pretty nice. But all these Pokemon now have life. It's crazy. I'll be using these fellows. It's great. All these neglected Pokemon. There's a Hitmonchan and I got a stack of candy so I could pump her up as well. Get her nice and strong. I'm going to work on those two, Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I've always really liked those Pokemon and their max CP is ridiculous, so I'll buff those up for sure. 810 CP. Yeah, I could get her to about 1000 CP and her HP is ridiculous. It's just so cool to see all this. I'm actually like blown away by this very unexpected update, but I mean, I guess it was due. I got a bit sick of seeing Dragonite everywhere, hey. They're gonna have to keep rebalancing the game when people get stronger and stronger, you know. Otherwise gyms will just be, you won't be able to do anything with gyms. They'll just be the way they are. Level 10s and that's that. And just as I thought my Porygon couldn't get any weaker, he's now 19 CP. Because he got nerfed. That's insane. Wow, that's really cool. I dig that. Well folks, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments section below. And with that said, I'll see you all in my next videos. So yeah, it's pretty good. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. You can follow me on social media. I'll put the good stuff in the description below. And with that said, I shall see you all in my next video. I got a plenty of Pokemon Go videos on the way. Yeah, they're coming. I'm just busy at the moment. I'm almost on holidays, so things are looking up for me. Yeah.